All right. Thank you so much for stepping up here. And I grew up making a lot of fish. I do have one bad memory of fish when I was a little kid that I caught a fish and it turned out to be not so tasty, but my dad made me eat the whole thing because he's like, you don't let it go to waste.
Oh, Lord.
It was a catfish, tasted like mud, that particular one. And Dad was like, you killed it, you take care of it, use it up. So took me about 3 meals.
Yeah.
That still didn't put me off on eating fish. I love fish. So why did you guys choose this dish?
Well, I mean, it was simple enough and it was something he could cook on his own and I could sit in the background.
Just like
that was the purpose. That was the main purpose.
Yeah, see me. Thank you so much for coming on. I know when you said you were going to come on that you might not be able to do this because you're ready to give birth at any moment.
Yes. We're doing 10 days.
For I guess not giving birth right now, and so we can cook and sharing your food, and so I'm ready to get started here.
Yes.
So here I'll show you. I actually had the luck of having some catfish in my freezer. A friend of mine had caught what month is 7? July.
September.
June, July, right?
July.
So this is, I don't know, fresh caught, but I had that. I'm super lucky with that one. So we've got the catfish. I got spaghetti and sauce and some olive oil and some flour. There's not a ton of ingredients, but it all comes together really good.
Oh yeah.
So, all right. Have at it.
Okay.
All right.
And there will be people cooking along. I see Lulu in St. Louis is cooking, and people will be asking questions because try to have this be exactly opposite of a regular cooking show in that we cook along, we make mistakes, we talk, we engage, we have the whole family in the kitchen. So
that's right.
All right, over to you guys.
Okay. So we ready?
What do you got there?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, I see some of your spice there, Jay.
Oh yeah, we got the spices.
We do. We are going to be working with the garlic and herb season. Hello, by the way. I'm just getting on here talking. How's everybody? We're going to be working with the garlic and herb season with the J effect, and also the seafood season using on the fish. And also, I wanted to say with the catfish, I took the I just want to show you on the camera. The fishy, you got to really take the skin part off, because if you keep it on there, to me, it just tastes real fishy. So I took a real fine knife and I just basically took all that off. So that way it can take away the fishy taste. So that may be a hint for some of us looking out there, but it makes the fish taste a lot better.
If you bought it store-bought and it's not fresh caught.
Oh, well, that's true. If you bought
I mean,
because that's
I would say even if it's fresh caught, it's pretty strong flavored.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's pretty difficult to take that off, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
So we're getting.
So I'm gonna be using. Can I show them?
Now I have
recipe. What is going on here?
All right. I'm gonna be using some flour, and I take a little cornmeal as well. Not a whole lot, but just a little bit, just to add with my flour.
Most of the flour mixes that I come across, like I really like the cornmeal flour mixes, but they usually have way too much regular flour in it.
Yeah. Like I say,
I have to be careful with the gluten myself. So
yeah, to me it's just give it a little bit more different texture from just using just straight flour, or if you just use straight cornmeal. But the flour and cornmeal mixed together, it just makes a real good combination.
Now
And we
you
had a
use the
debate in the
The
past.
white cornmeal. So you can use the yellow cornmeal, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yep.
You just have to be careful. There's like 3 grades. There's like what? Like the more polenta grits, and then there's the actual flour, and you want kind of like the middle.
Yeah. And I usually season my my batter. So I am putting a little bit of seafood seasoning in the batter.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah. And then also season the fish as well.
Isn't there like there's like a couple different ideas that some of them you don't season the fish and then you just make the sauce, or
Yeah.
you sprinkle seasoning in after you cook it. But you like seasoning both the fish and the flour.
Yes, sir. I mean,
Alright.
to me, it's just gets the seasoning all down in the fish, because you got to be mindful we are using oil. So by the time you dip the fish into the oil, if you're not even seasoning the fish, and you just you're not gonna really taste the season that way. To me, I just find it more so when you season the fish and also season your batter.
You nervous?
No.
You sure?
What?
I heard a little nervous in your voice. Breathe. It's okay.
Cut it out.
They're not gonna bite you.
Cut it out. Cut it out.
So I got a question.
Yes.
As I probably will as we go. This is Lulu in St. Louis. You're calling it a batter, but it's really just a kind of a dry, dredgy thing, right? Because I always think of batter as gooey.
What'd she say?
She said you're calling it a batter. I mean, that's just what we call it, a batter or a breading.
Yeah,
A
batter
breading.
or breading. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
but it's dry.
Well,
Well, it's-
we're gonna do an egg wash. So you're gonna dip it in egg, and then you're gonna dip it in the breading, the dry breading. So
And
Got
I'm
it.
doing 2 things at once. I'm over here about to put my spaghetti in hot water. Water is all hot over here, so.
James, please stop that. Thank you.
Right. Break my eggs up here. Babe said, relax.
Because it's all right. You do this all the time, bro.
I do.
So you're separating the eggs there, is that right?
I'm sorry.
Did you separate the eggs?
Oh, he just broke them into the bowl.
Yeah, I just broke them into the bowl, and I just
Okay.
scramble them
But she
up.
did say egg whites, so.
Oh,
I
did I
guess you-
say-
Oh,
It should
okay.
have just said eggs. I don't know.
Well, my wife had pregnancy brain, so she got a green card.
If I said egg whites, I did not mean it. I promise.
And also, I do put seasoning. I season my egg as well.
We layer seasonings around here.
Yep.
We like flavor.
Yep.
So if we don't have your seafood seasoning, what would be a substitute?
You can use any seafood seasoning you like. You honestly, whatever you like to fry foods in, or things like that, you can use. What I will say is, like, if you're with us doing a seafood seasoning, most seafood seasoning, what makes the difference is the celery seed that's in it. And so if you're using something that doesn't have that in there, I mean, it's up to you. You can flavor your fish however you want. We've fried fish with Cajun seasoning before. We've done it with even the original seasoning. So like just an all-purpose seasoning will work just fine.
Yep.
All right. I'm still cleaning my catfish, so I'm going to be a little bit behind you
That's all right.
Oh, yeah.
because I see all this skin on here and it's like, okay, I got to give this fish every chance it has to taste delicious.
Yes.
All right. So I'm gonna go ahead. My grease is ready. I'm gonna go ahead and start. Oh yeah. I'm sorry. Listen, my wife.
Breathe.
Listen, my wife
Breathe.
is on there. I'm gonna go ahead and take a little seasoning here and season the fish with our seafood season. They said.
Lulu, do you want to tell them what you told us last week about what you think of fish?
What was that?
She talked.
Oh.
talking to one another.
Lulu,
Yeah,
do you want to tell them what you don't like catfish, so you're
okay,
trying
okay.
it.
So here's my skinny. I want to learn to like all food. If someone goes, this is delicious, I don't care if it's bug or catfish or whatever. I kind of like, I have food envy that I want to enjoy the food like they do.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I've given catfish some tries, but everybody keeps saying, oh, it hasn't been prepared right. So
I agree with you. It has to be prepared.
but listen to how fanatical I am. I have a catfish fillet, I have catfish nugget, and I have a little catfish steak, which actually has some backbone in it, which
That sounds good.
I thought I'm gonna fry up all three and see what I like best.
Catfish
Yes.
steak gonna be really good. She gonna really like that catfish steak.
I thought with the bone in there, and they had another thing called buffalo catfish,
Yeah.
but all
But
of
that's
it
the thing.
was,
When you're getting it from the store,
yeah.
it can have it really can have a fishy taste. It really, I mean, it doesn't matter how you cook it unless you clean it. You clean it really
Yeah.
well. So the fact that you're taking your time and cleaning it should make a lot of difference.
Yeah, this
And how-
the skin's on there pretty good, but it's coming off without messing up the flesh. So
Yeah. If you take a little warm water too, that kind of helps break it up as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Instead of using cold water, just take your little warm water. And it usually kind of helps break it up.
Okay. So is do you have river catfish? Is yours fresh?
No,
Not this time.
Not this time. Usually we do. Shoot. Usually we go right up to the lake and just catch. It's so much better. My wife love it that way. But
I'm going to a baby shower tomorrow. My daughter's having a baby in December.
Okay.
So this is
Right.
exciting.
and there you have it, the seafood season.
Okay.
And I go and just get this here. It's basically just dipping it in an egg and you put it right in the batter. And I kind of agree with you about preparing it. If you haven't had it, everybody cook different. So you should try it one of these days with the egg batter.
Yeah, I'll be doing the egg batter. Some people say it's really good to get at a restaurant that really knows what they're doing.
Yes, yes. Oh yes.
But it is definitely something people either love it or they hate it.
This is true. This is true.
That's real.
And I want to be a love it person.
Well, maybe today you'll be a love it person.
Right.
We're gonna find out.
I hope so. I'm excited. Otherwise, my neighbors are getting catfish.
I don't think they'll mind, right?
Yeah.
So let's see, James, you dipped it in the flour and now you're just dropping it in.
Yeah, so he dipped it in the egg, and then after he did the egg, he dipped it in the flour and just got it coated real good. And then after it's coated, just drop it right in the hot oil.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I need to get my oil hotter then.
Oh, yeah.
I think for me, the secret, I think, is the oil needs to be really hot.
Yes. You want to make sure it's hot, but you want to make sure it's not too hot, because how your kitchen's smoking up.
Now, if he's still going to fry, he probably want to put it just on the fish setting.
You could throw a little piece of flour or something in there to see if it sizzles when you get an idea if it's really hot.
That's right. That's how you know when the grease ready.
Fred knows what he's talking about
That's
here.
right.
I know what I'm talking about, but I couldn't get into the show. I was on some old link or something. That's why I'm late. I don't know what happened.
I guess I need a plate for the fried fish, right? That's right.
Baby moving?
Hey there.
Oh, yeah.
When's your due date?
So,
10 more days.
James, how
November 3rd.
deep do you have that oil in that pan?
It's not that deep. Here, let me go
It's
over
all
it
right.
all.
You can just
Oh,
say
is
it.
that oil?
Yeah, it's
I would say,
probably a quarter of the way full in there.
Okay. So just a couple inches, yeah.
That's just the size pot we had, and our fryer decided not to work today, so we use
Is
improvise.
it better to, so you are wanting to have the fish under the oil?
Yes, you do want the fish to be covered in oil. It should be
oh,
submerged.
yeah. You most definitely want to be submerged with it.
You got your pan up high, or
What's that?
you got your flame up high on your pan?
Oh yeah, I had it preheated too. So, all right,
So you got your pasta boiling about that. Do you have your
Fred,
pot
I'll
up?
only be here for a few more minutes. Remember tonight,
Okay, Isaac,
I'll be cooking along and listening, but
can
you'll
you
have the
please
joy of
get up?
not hearing me talk.
Yeah, bring your little self.
Yeah, I'm starting my show an hour early, so I gotta be.
I'll be
we gotta
back.
Be out of here by 5 o'clock or even before, maybe.
What are you doing there, Isaac?
They're like 5 o'clock. Oh, different time zone.
No, my time, yeah.
That's the thing about this. We're in like all over. So
Yeah, well, I changed it because it makes it really late for people on the East Coast, so I'm trying to start earlier.
What are you doing? Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Hey.
God, I'm glad I only got 2 nuggets. Now, what about the white
You ready
stuff?
for it?
I don't have to take off the white, do I?
She said you don't have to clean off the white, does she?
The white? No.
Just the black stuff.
Yeah, just the black stuff when it comes with the catfish.
Yeah.
Yeah. The white, you don't really have to really too much worry about that.
Okay. And the
Just
fillet
enjoy it.
is nice because the fillet doesn't have anything on
Any
it.
of that stuff on there. Yep.
But it's a big piece.
Yeah, those nuggets tend to have more on them.
Oh, yeah. Now he said he caught one off the lake, right? So how's he cleaning his?
I don't know. He had freezer, so I assume that he already had
Okay.
it cleaned before he got started.
Okay.
oh yeah, I cleaned it, before I froze it.
Yeah.
Oh, so his was already skinned.
Just like when you catch
Gotcha.
it fresh, you just clean it before you put it in the freezer. So then when
Right,
you're ready to cook,
right.
you just throwing it out.
That makes sense.
So where do you catch your catfish? In a river or a lake?
A lake.
In a lake.
Oops.
The private lake I used to go to. I usually go to a private lake.
Nice. Sorry, guys.
Oh, I knew that was gonna die. I don't even know why I
What
tried.
happened?
The phone died. That's all right. I already shared it. So
Oh, okay. I was like, not the
no,
recording.
not that one. Not the,
Okay. I'm like, wait a minute, what's going on? Are we die already?
you crunching up goldfish. What you doing, man? Oh, yeah. You see all this people?
And I just want to throw a little pointer out too. When you frying catfish, this is just something that I noticed that if you don't fry it like hard, not really like hard, but I like to fry my fish a little bit crispy, because especially dealing with catfish, if you don't fry it crispy, you find it kind of like gooey, and I don't really like eating fish like that. So I always like to try to fry it a little bit more on the crisp side, if that makes any sense.
Yep.
This is not the workout I
So
want.
it doesn't get dry like some fish because you've already battered it and stuff.
Yeah. Mm.
Oh man, this is looking good and smelling good.
Thank you.
Get it? Almost there.
Oh, thank you. What a mouthful of goldfish. Chew them. Yeah.
Lenny just logged in from Brazil. Bom dia, Lenny.
Hi, how's it going? I miss you guys.
Bom dia, Lenny.
Hi, how's it going? I miss you guys. Hi, how's it going? I miss
That was interesting.
We got a nice little echo.
I know.
But the way it echoed, though, it was like
Yeah, a little echo.
different time.
It felt like it was gonna go on and on.
All right. Well, I just wanted to show you, this is some fresh fish coming out of the grease here.
What kind of oil are you using?
Just vegetable oil.
Just vegetable oil.
Which is soybean oil, by the way. I was reading oils.
Yeah. And that peanut oil works pretty good too, but I'm not frying it with peanut oil today, but that peanut oil is some real good fish to grease to work with as well. All right, we are. Before I drop some more, I'm gonna go ahead. Can I show them?
So I noticed you cut it yours real thin.
Strain that spaghetti.
I wanted to show you guys, this is my white technique.
No, I learned it off the Facebook.
The Facebook.
What's that?
Take your strainer and you just set it right inside the pan here itself and just pour the water right down in the.
Oh, backwards.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I've been doing it backwards the whole time, the old way. But this is so much convenient. It's so much convenient. You run your hot water on it, rinse your noodles off to get the starch off of them, and bam, you done.
Good idea.
Sometimes Facebook hacks are worth it. They tell you some things that actually benefit you.
Yeah. So can I jump to this or go ahead?
I mean, it's you. I mean, it's up to you.
I'm versatile, babe. I can boom, boom, boom.
I mean, you can start it
Okay.
if you want, or drop your
I can
fish
wait.
in. Yeah.
I can do the fish and then do the spaghetti last. I don't want to be all over the place. Like you said, take my time.
I mean, that's how cooking goes, though, right?
Well,
like
it does. It does. That's
typically,
why I was gonna do two things at one time.
that's typically how meals get fixed around here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh, I gotta tell this stuff. Oh, keep for a minute.
Once you use the other chair with the back support.
Well, I was trying to make sure. Well, it can see you. I was trying to make sure it can see you, but you're good. So.
Okay.
And trying to sit closer so
But
I can actually hear.
I don't know who made that comment about the catfish earlier, was saying that she didn't know it was good. But see, if she takes that seafood seasoning from the jail pack,
Look, shameless business plug.
Just putting a little secret to you out there. You gotta put a little seafood seasoning for the jail pack, and it'll do something with your life out there.
All right.
So when you fry the fish, you prefer to fry it fast and hot, or like take your time, like nice and slow?
Okay. Should you fry it fast and hot or take your time?
Well, I would say not really fast and hot. I would say like I have an electric stove, so I would say about a 7. So that's like a medium, like medium hot. I would say medium hot. It don't have to be blazing, because you don't want to cook your fish like real hot. And if you notice, if you cook it real hot like that, look at your fish. It's gonna be real black because you're cooking it way too hot. And it's way too hot. So that's why I was saying like medium hot, to where you want it to look like this here. If you can see this here.
Yeah, I think most people, the problem is that the oil's not hot enough when they're frying.
Exactly. Yeah. And I was gonna mention too, like when I'm frying the fish, you don't have to flip your fish, but I do that because like I was telling you about the crispy type deal. I find it if you flip the fish versus just having it cooking on one side the whole time, you don't necessarily have to do that, but I find myself to me it gives me the taste that I like.
So what is the ratio of the cornmeal to the flour?
I would say you want to put more flour than cornmeal, because the cornmeal is kind of like more so you want to kind of like, you don't want to use a whole lot. So the cornmeal is pretty much hidden, to be honest, because you only put if you're using a measuring spoon or a measuring cup, you want to put, I would say 1/4.
Okay.
Yeah. So you're not using a lot at all.
Okay.
But if you want to go by measurement with the flour, I would say put like a 1/2 cup or a cup of flour, and then the buttermilk, the cornmeal, the corn mix, I would put like 1/4 in there.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
Yeah. Yep, these here about ready. And then once they start floating too, the fish have a tendency of floating. That's the indication that the fish is done too. They'll start float, All right, so these noodles are cooling down. Let me get this pasta. It is tomato.
So what are you doing?
Right now, I'm just adding tomato paste in the spaghetti.
You mean tomato, spaghetti sauce?
Yeah, but this is just a traditional pasta sauce. Yes.
Okay.
Uh-huh. Yep.
Well, what happened to R? It looked like he was all prepared to make all this stuff, and now I don't see him at all.
He's at a meeting.
Oh, I got it.
He's cooking, but he's listening to somebody else.
Oh, okay.
And as far as the spaghetti, I'm gonna use a little bit of butter, and I put a little bit of butter and just add it right into the spaghetti,
You mean
along
the
with the
noodles?
yes, along with the garlic and herb seasoning. What I'm gonna be using today.
Now just a second. You're taking the spaghetti themselves, and you're putting butter on it to make it so that it's slippery.
I'm sorry.
I'm not quite sure what you're using what you're doing with that.
Oh, the butter. I was just using the butter inside the spaghetti.
Yeah,
Right.
we put that on the recipe list.
Oh, we didn't put it on
No,
there?
'cause I don't
Oh.
put butter in my spaghetti.
Okay,
so.
well, I'm sorry. Yeah, it just gives enough. It just gives that, it's just that buttery taste.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
And then the seasoning you're going to put in with the traditional spaghetti sauce.
Yeah, so we use the garlic and herb, but you can, so we using spaghetti sauce straight out the jar is just, I'm
Yeah,
sorry, disgusting to me. But so we always, even if we don't like, if we're out of our garlic and herb, we'll use just garlic powder, onion powder, salt, pepper, just adding a little more seasoning to it, a little oregano or Italian seasoning.
What about red pepper?
Yes.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. She like the spice. She said, "What about red pepper?"
Absolutely.
And she liked the
I
spice.
like a little spice in
Oh,
there.
yeah.
But when you're feeding kids, you have to be careful. So
Uh-huh. If your kids, if they have some red pepper in there, they won't eat it?
well, if we only put a little bit in there, then they're fine. But like if it's enough that you taste it, then they'll be, oh, it's spicy. And because we make seasoning, our child is definitely sensitive to spice. He knows like what you've put on it. So
Yeah,
he will tell you.
in a heartbeat. Well, the spaghetti. Let this simmer here,
Yeah.
and put a little bit of seasoning on here. I've been.
You could put it over there on the counter. Yeah.
Okay.
I just pulled it all out. So
Okay.
it could be.
I thought he was just making sure when we was using it, if it was in the camera video, they could see what we're using. Like, okay, I can't see that season. Oh yeah, we want you to see.
No, we're just putting it so you didn't have to dig in the cabinets and stuff.
Yeah. And there you have it. That's how this dry, is it?
Ooh. Uh-oh.
You all right?
Oh, it's all right.
Yeah, I think you have.
Yeah, come in. Come on. It's okay.
I'm just trying to get up on that chair.
Oh.
It's all right, baby.
Gotta be careful. Freedom toes. Pretty toes. I feel like everybody's knee deep in the kitchen. Everybody's quiet today.
I was wondering if they were still on there. I'm like, man, they got super quiet.
My oil's taking its sweet time to get warm, so
Yeah, we started heating ours up at 6 o'clock. So
I heard she said someone was on there from St. Louis.
yeah, she's in St. Louis.
Oh, she's in St. Louis.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
I'm the one who really wants to learn to like catfish.
Look, she close enough. We need to just go take us some fish.
You're right. Exactly.
Where are you guys? Are you in St. Louis?
We're in Carbondale, but most of my husband's family is in the St. Louis, East St. Louis, Belleville area. So we get to spend a lot of time up that way.
Nice. Nice.
Are you hot?
Yeah. This sweater, you just need to take it out.
Hey.
What you trying to tell them? Yeah, they not talking, so you want to talk? Yeah, I'll tell them something.
You say they are awfully quiet. Say, Isaac, we like to talk in the background. We like to talk when we cook. Say hi.
Now you book. Farm pants. Yep. One little pig.
So for the occasion, I opened a very special bottle of red wine while I was making my red sauce.
Please enjoy it. Please enjoy it.
How old's your baby?
This one just made a year.
Oh,
So we're on our way having, my eldest just turned 5 and then just turned a year, and then I'll have a newborn here soon. So it'll be quite eventful in this house.
wow.
Yeah.
What is in the big pot?
He has the oil in there. Our fryer decided not to work. So
That was spaghetti, I think, what he's doing in the back.
oh yeah, the back one has spaghetti and then the front one has the fish.
Okay, got it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm sorry, I just stepped away. Did you mix the sauce with the spaghetti?
Yes, we did.
You did?
Yes. You can do, I mean, I know some people like to put their sauce on their spaghetti, like make
On
the
the
sauce and
side,
then
yeah.
put it
Yeah.
on top of it. We
It's
just
optional.
mix it all in one pot.
It's just optional. Are you saying hi there, Isaac? Yay. You used to meet some new friends?
Well, you know, the experts all say that if you mix it together, it's actually better because then all the pasta mixes into the sauce.
You agree? Okay.
Yeah. This is the most I think he talked in a while. Right? I'm sitting up here like, what's new about this here?
Yeah.
He's sitting up here just having a whole conversation.
Don't be a silly goose. Let me see. You're silly. You're a silly goose.
So you've got 2 boys. Are you having another boy?
Yep. Boy number
Oh,
3.
my goodness.
Boy,
If you ever think of me, just send a little prayer up.
then you'll have a basketball team.
Something like that. Okay, no, we're raising little mini entrepreneurs over here. Little businessmen.
So we was doing onions and pickles.
I hadn't planned. I mean, that's up to you because you like your fish with that if you want to cut it up.
Well, that's why I was asking.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
you like it, so.
That's what I usually put on mine.
Do we have, yeah, we do have onions.
Yeah.
Ooh, go ahead. Oh. What you got? One more batch of
Yeah,
fish?
and that I'll be done with the fish here. This last. Well, no, I got some here and then.
Okay.
So what are you about ready to do over here? Cut an onion or?
He's gonna chop up. So he likes onion and
She's from St.
pickle.
Louis, right?
No, that's not the lady from
That's
St.
not the
Louis.
lady
She's in
from
Los
St.
Angeles.
Louis? Okay.
But so the St. Louis folks, oddly enough, I don't know, this is their thing. They eat pickle, onion, and tartar sauce with their fish. And so he's gonna chop up some onion and probably mix up a quick tartar sauce and
Oh, okay.
and have his pickle with his fish. Just give me some hot sauce. I ain't got time.
Mayonnaise and pickle, quick tartar sauce.
There you go. He said mayonnaise and pickle, quick tartar sauce.
Said that?
Fred.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Fred cook. Fred ain't for play. Okay.
Now who's Fred? Is he local?
No, I don't think he's not. He's in a different time zone. Fred, where are you located?
I'm in LA area.
Oh,
Where?
LA area.
Really?
Yeah.
My dad is in LA.
Steel Beach, California.
Okay. Wow. Yeah, my dad is what part he's I forgot the name of that LA word he's in.
Oh.
I know it's expensive to stay wherever he's at.
I mean, I feel like all of LA,
Yeah, well,
California,
LA, yeah, California in
is
general is expensive, yeah.
Big
But
town.
when you living in like what is it, Hollywood, all down in that area, that's really real. I think that's where my dad lives at.
just like when we've shipped packages to
Oh yeah,
California, they're the most expensive to ship to.
yeah.
I live near Long Beach. Right next to
And
Long Beach.
aren't you near the ocean or something?
Yeah, I'm about a mile or so from the ocean.
Oh, that
Yeah,
sounds wonderful.
I was born in Los Angeles, California. I know I was raised up in St. Louis, East St. Louis, but I was born in Los Angeles, California.
I'll be darned.
Yep. Yes, sir. What was it? Dr. Martin Luther King Hospital, to be exact. That's where the hospital I was born in.
South Central.
City of Angels. That's what they call California, the City of Angels.
So frying now.
Is everybody here couch surfers? Are y'all
I
are
don't know
y'all
about,
couch surfers?
I don't know about the cooks, but I am, and I'm a service person also.
What about you, Lulu?
Yeah, I think Lulu's a couch surfer.
Okay, and what about Asleen? How do you Us. How do you say your name, sweetheart?
No,
So it's you can call me Elaine. It's easy for you to say.
Us, Elaine. Or
Elaine.
Elaine. Okay. Are you a couch surfer, Elaine?
Why? Suffering why?
You belong to couch surfing?
No. Couch
Okay.
surfing. I don't know what do you mean?
Well, some of us are. It's a group where we provide, we go and stay with people and provide hospitality for other members of the group.
No, I'm not.
That's where some of us are, what we have in common. Some of us like oars,
Okay. But I'm
Barbara
not.
and I, and Lulu also. If you look, and Lulu's got her couch surfer sign their name on her cabinets.
Oh,
When people visit her, they write their name on her cabinets.
Oh my goodness.
Busy now.
well,
but-
that wouldn't go over too good when you rent.
No, I guess it's her place, and I think she's gonna redo them eventually. I don't know. She's busy cooking right now, but
Yes, I am in my living room, and then I went to my kitchen trying to do the same dish today. Where is the recipe?
boy, I don't know. I came in late today. I couldn't get. I had a bad link or something. I went to a meeting. There was just me there.
Oh. Well, that was the end of that one.
Usually sends out an email, and I didn't get that either. So I don't know why I had trouble getting in on time. So
Okay, where is Or?
he's on another meeting at the same time.
Ah, okay, I got it.
Well, he's a busy guy.
Like dual zooming, and I have to go in about.
In
Right.
another meeting.
I have to go in 5 minutes myself. I don't know if Orr can hear me, but well, he'll still be the host, but
It's gonna be a movie today.
yeah, that's why I've got to go because that's my movie. It's in the chat. The link is in the chat.
Ah, okay.
Okay, but it doesn't start until what, 6 o'clock?
But didn't finish the recipe, no?
Yeah, I actually opened the meeting at an hour early for people that want to come early and make sure some people want to come and talk, but the movie doesn't start until
Me is late.
6, you said.
6 o'clock, 6 o'clock West Coast time.
And would you recommend the movie? I mean, it's pretty good.
It's not my pick. We have quite a few Canadians, and one of the Canadian people said, I got this movie from Canada, and I said, okay, I'll show it. So I don't know, like I say, I can't say anything about it because I don't really know.
Okay, you haven't seen it yet yourself.
Yeah, I think it was a popular movie, and it's called My Canadian Cousin, I think it's called. So come on by, you can take a look, and if you don't like it, you don't have to stick around.
Right, thank you very much.
It's not mandatory. And the reason I start an hour before the movie is a lot of people come early and we talk, just chit chat like we do with the libraries and meetings. And then some people just come right in right before the movie. That's why I'm leaving at 5 o'clock because that's when I open a meeting, but it doesn't officially start till 5:30 my time. And the movie doesn't start till 6. That's the deal. So you can come anytime after 5 o'clock West Coast time.
Okay.
And it's a nice group of people too.
Oh, Lord.
You okay?
Hot and tired.
Well, good luck at the hospital this week or next week.
Yeah,
Hopefully soon. I really can't. I can't believe that we're knocking on 39 weeks here. Every other day, I feel like it's gonna happen, and then it's like, nope, another day.
Not yet.
Not yet.
those babies come when they're ready.
They do.
They have their own
Yeah.
schedule.
We had
Well,
some
that's gonna be a lot of work for you with the 3 kids. Oh, boy.
God's grace. That's all I can say.
If it'll make you feel any better, my daughter has triplets.
Oh,
Oh,
Lord.
no. Oh, she had to have help.
She
She
did.
had to have help.
Yeah, she did have help. But of course, they're 27 years old now.
Yeah.
Okay. So she's been through the ringer already.
Left home already by now, so. Yeah,
Is that all? Is that all she had? Just the one?
Yeah, she just
pregnancy
had
there?
one, yeah, she just had a whole litter at one time.
Yeah.
And my younger daughter, her sister, her kids are all 7 years apart. She's got
Oh.
3 kids, they're like 21, 22, 30, and 37 or something.
Yeah,
Oh, goodness.
yeah. Go play. You want the water?
Yeah,
Oh.
my youngest two they'll be 14 months apart. And then the oldest, but there's a 4-year difference between the oldest and the middle. So
Well, one thing about having them close together is that they play together.
yeah, and with them being born in a pandemic, that's nice because
Yeah,
they
my
have to be
kids
able to interact.
were, let's see, born in, my oldest was born in October of 62. And her sister was born in July of 64, so it's not quite, they weren't quite even 2 years apart, I guess.
Yeah.
So here's my catfish. I got the fillet, the steak, and then 2 pieces of nugget.
Looks good.
Oh, good.
wow.
It looks
Very yummy.
delicious.
It
Oh,
smells,
yeah.
it smells really good. I'm getting excited because I'm really hungry. So that's always a key in
Yeah.
learning to like new
That
food.
looks good. That
And
looks
then-
good.
I want to report later at the movies. I've got to go and get that done.
All right.
Okay, bye, Fred.
Bye,
See you
Fred.
later.
Yeah, we want to know. We want to know the verdict over here too.
Fred, I can't see the link.
So, Lulu, what did you end up seasoning your fish with then?
Click on the chat. The link to the movie is in the chat.
What I ended up doing was I went online and saw a couple of people who used, like Old Bay or stuff like that. So I made a small batch of the Old Bay, which wasn't enough for all of this. So the filet, I ended up just doing celery salt, paprika salt, pepper. Oh, I should have put a little cayenne on that one.
Okay, I gotta go.
Bye, Fred.
Thanks, Fred.
You're welcome.
I'm
See
back.
you later.
Perfect timing.
Okay, bye-bye.
There you go, Fred. There you go, Fred.
Hey,
Oh,
looks good.
boy,
Oh, look at all those nice
that.
nuggets.
I'm gonna
have
It
fish.
looks good.
gonna
I'm
have
not even gonna
fish.
show mine.
I'm gonna have
Mine
fish
came
in a
out
minute.
not
I'm
golden.
having ahi tuna.
Mine came out tasting good, but not golden. So I think I did the usual mistake of not heating the oil enough
That's the problem.
before I started.
He said his would come out golden enough.
Oh, golden.
For deep frying, you've got to have hot oil.
Yeah, I used the thermometer and got it up to like 100 or 375.
That's
And
a good temperature to fry fish. 375.
My pasta.
People get nervous. They think, oh, I'm going to set the house on fire if I get that oil too hot. So then they never get it hot enough.
All right, here goes, guys.
Here we
Okay.
go.
Bye.
Oh, please taste good. Please taste good. Which should
Yeah,
I start with?
Well, you gonna show it to us first? How pretty is it?
Oh, you didn't see.
I
So,
mean, I've been trying to make things look better.
Yeah.
so
Oh,
this
yeah.
is the fillet, that's the steak, and then 2 nuggets that
Oh,
I
yeah.
had to clean up real well. So this
Take a
is
picture of it.
Yeah, this is the last one I fried.
Oh,
So
yeah.
this is the freshest, and these are getting soggy already. So which should I start with? The fillet?
Yeah.
Uh-oh, where's my fork?
The thinner piece.
You think?
The centerpiece. Okay, well, the nuggets. She can start with the nuggets.
I'm gonna start with the thin end of the fillet because it just came out of the fryer or
Okay.
the cast iron. And no tartar, try it without tartar. So that's
try it without
really,
tartar.
that's really thin.
Oh, yeah. That looks good, though.
How's it taste?
It's edible, definitely good.
Oh, she
Really?
said it's definitely
You said
good.
you hate catfish.
No, I don't hate this, but I'm definitely gonna be eating the one that just came out of the fryer. I probably should have tasted the others when they first came out, but there's a nice crisp.
Chris, yep.
So
Yep.
you really want the outside to be really crisp.
Yep. Say
But see, I finally got mine frying really good.
yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna try a nugget.
She's trying a nugget.
I'm trying to think, what restaurant actually can you get catfish at? It seems like there's some chain, and they just do the catfish nuggets, so you have more flour because they basically put a big thing of flour on the outside of it.
Is it a chain local? Like here in Illinois?
I don't think
Probably.
he paid. I think he, yeah, I don't know if he heard you.
Now, I guess we never did ask if you don't have catfish, you have a preference of any other fish.
I have grown fond of
Oh,
bluegills
bluegills, yeah.
here lately.
Oh, yeah, bluegills are good. Bluegills,
Who's
groupies.
not talking, so she must be liking it. That's in my family. That's mom always tried to get us to shut up and try to cook good food, right?
All right, Isaac.
I can see where people say who love this really love it. It has a very distinctive flavor. And my theory is if you fry certain things, it's going to be delicious no matter what.
But you said it, it's very unique flavor, right?
It is. It has a real
does.
earthy flavor to it.
Yeah. You're right on the money with it.
You didn't finish your onions and stuff.
Oh.
You lost your train of thought.
You know what? Yeah.
One of the recipes that I read, oh no, the lady who I got it at Schnucks, she actually fries it up at Schnucks in their seafood department. And depending on who the customer is, if they like Southern cooking, she'll double dip. So they can't use egg because of allergens, so they just use water basically. And she'll dip it in the seasoned, the breading, and then she'll wet it again with water and dip it a second time. If they're real Southern people who like it with it.
My oil is borderline smoking, and I think it's just like the perfect temperature for getting golden now. Look at that.
Well,
All right.
mhm.
Anybody have any final questions before I wrap up the recording?
No, just thank you.
Gage is like, my food's good. I'm good. Just like,
Man, I'm saying this is really good.
just like, but, all right. Thank you very much, everybody.
Thank
It's
you.
like,
You guys.
no need to be hungry now.
Well, thank you guys for having us.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Mhm.
Thank you.
And now it's just, we're gonna sit around and doing some eating together for a few minutes.